So everyone find yourself in a tall supported seat to start. Doesn't really matter what it looks like. Just remember you're looking for a feeling of length and support in the spine. And do everything you can to feel anatomically neutral or like your bones are holding you together, not just the muscles forcing you to stay together. Does that make sense? So in general, it's easy if you just line things up. So feet in line with your knees, knees in line with your hips, shoulders in line with your hips, and head stacked on top of the spine. Please never worry about flattening your spine or straightening your spine. They're not straight, okay? You'll break it. So let your spine be naturally curvy. And you might even scan your body from the top of your head, just quickly down through the sensations in the spine, in the neck and the upper back, through the middle of the back, and down into the lower back. And you might notice some natural curvature there. Let that be what it is without trying to perfect it or change it in any way. And then look ahead of yourself and slightly down. Tuck your chin down and back slightly, just to feel longer in the back of the head and the neck. Let your elbows stay bent. Place your hands on the arms of your chair or on a desk or on your lap. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed or newer to paying attention to your body, it might feel grounding and relaxing to put one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest as well. And then lock your attention at that spot ahead of you while you consciously soften the muscles around your eyes and your jaw. See if you can soften even just 1% more the muscles under your ears and the tops of your shoulders. Let them slide down and be a little heavier. Notice where you're pressing into something underneath you and see if you can press actively now into the feet, press down into the sit bones. Notice what happens in the middle of your body as you activate in that way. And then find relative stillness and mentally separate yourself from what you were doing so that you can come fully now into what you are doing. Especially around this time of year, you might notice that you've brought a lot of feelings or thoughts with you today. To-do lists are long. And just remind yourself, all of that will be waiting for you. It's okay to carve out time for yourself. And it's okay to feel like it's difficult to just be here and not think about the past or the present or the future. Good. Ground yourself with your senses. Notice what you see, even if your eyes are shut. Notice where the doors and windows are in relation to your body. Notice the noises in this space besides my voice. Notice your personal bubble of space. Get a sense of what's immediately in front of you and to the sides of your body and immediately behind your body. Notice where air touches your skin versus where clothing is covering up your skin. You might get a sense of a texture or a temperature there. Notice again those places where you're heavy on your seat and see if you can get even heavier and softer there as you stay tall through the rest of your spine. Maybe you readjust if you're like me and you start slouching pretty easily. And let your awareness just come to your breath without changing it. Notice the air coming in and out of your body. Maybe this is the first time you've paid attention to the fact that you've been breathing all day. You might even extend a sense of gratitude or a feeling of thankfulness towards the body's ability to just keep itself going all the time. You don't have to decide or think about it. It happens for you. And even when the body gives us signals of pain or anxiety or these uncomfortable feelings, it is always at every moment in an effort to just keep you moving forward to the next moment and the next moment. Allow your breath to deepen now with a little bit of conscious effort, reminding yourself that the breath is one of the only windows into the nervous system where we can exert some form of control. Allowing your inhales to come deeper, lower into your body, and exhaling just a little bit longer, a little slower than normal, just a beat or half a beat. Doesn't have to feel perfect or look good or any of that. Just notice what it does feel like. One more full round like that, inhaling lower and deeper, exhaling slower. And then return to your natural cadence of breath and notice anything left over so far, any shesha. Translates to echo or the remaining thing, like an umbilical cord. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe that's what you need, is to stay present with sensation and just practice noticing. But if you want to move, I'll offer some movement guidance now. So maybe open your eyes if you haven't already. Take in the room around you again. It's okay if it seems a little different. And if you're in a chair, scoot forward towards the edge of your seat so you have more space. But again, firmly plant your feet into the ground, plant your sit bones into your seat. Try to stay neutral as best you can. It's okay if you feel asymmetry, pain in one place, or tightness pulling you in a direction. Just as often as you can, come back to shoulders down, belly in and up. Arms are heavy. This might be enough for you today just to be in neutral and notice the differences. I know it's a lot for me too right now, and that's okay. If you want to keep moving, inhale and get taller through the crown of your head, maybe chin down and back again. Exhale, just let your right ear come towards your right shoulder. Shoulders stay down. Act like your head is like a bowling ball. It's just heavy pulling. Option to reach the arm away, the left arm. You might kind of push through your heel or turn your fingers down. You might bend the elbow or straighten it. Anything that's interesting but not painful. And then when you're ready, inhale back to the center and exhale, other side. So this might look or feel really different. That's normal. No two sides of one body the same. No two bodies are the same. So remember, we're not trying to change anything or make it look or feel a certain way. We're just trying to notice the differences and do the same practice on each side. That's it. And again, inhale when you're ready, back through the center. This time, exhale, look to the right. Stay, or you might pretend there's a little marker on your nose and you can draw circles in the air, little or big. You might barely be moving, but feeling a lot. So just keep breathing and noticing what's present or not present. And if you're drawing circles, go the other direction too, still looking to the right. Keep pushing down into your feet and your seat. Keep pulling in and up on your belly slightly, in and up on the pelvis slightly. Pinch your shoulders behind you slightly, all just in an effort to create support for the spine. Inhale back to the center. Exhale as you're ready, other side. Notice the difference. Don't try to make them look identical. Go the other direction too. If you're drawing circles, practice Ardha Drishti, half attention. So half on the breath, half on the sensations in your body as you move. Inhale with support back through the center. Exhale, tuck your chin down towards your chest, but stay super tall and pinch your shoulders behind you a little bit tighter. You can stay here. It might feel okay to place your fingertips on the back of your skull. Some bodies might draw the elbows closer together. Breathe really big just into the top half of your back, like as if your lungs only go from the bottom of the rib cage to the top of the shoulders. Remind yourself that your lungs are bigger physically in the back half of you. Breathe really big into the back of your body. Keep that feeling of support all the way from the bottom to the top of your spine. Support your head by squeezing your arms closer in towards the sides of the head to help hold the weight. Next time you breathe in, open your elbows to the side, look straight ahead, still supporting the weight of your head if your hands are back. And then release your fingertips towards the sky. Maybe one at a time, you kind of backstroke and like swim your shoulders back more, if that makes sense. Really give them a pinch here without like exploiting that back bend feeling. You want to keep pulling in and up on the belly and the pelvis, but squeeze the shoulders like you want to crack a walnut behind you. Yeah. Now imagine if you're looking from the side, you have a line through the center of your body. See if you can take the elbows in front of that line and the thumbs behind the line. Whoa. Still breathe, soften your face. Notice what you notice. Identify your right arm. And then gently turn just the right fingertips down towards the floor. Keep the elbow bent and inhale back to the center. Other side. Exhale, fingertips down on the left and inhale back up. Do 2 more on each side. If it feels uncomfortable or painful to have your arms up this high, you could always bring them down closer to the rib cage and try the same thing. Paying extra attention today to the shoulders and neck. So still pull in and up on your belly, still bring the chin down and back to make the back of your neck and your head even longer. Good. Next time you exhale, bring your hands together in front of your face and press your fingertips together, press the palms together. If the elbows touch, you can press them together. Good. Next time you breathe in, lift your fingertips. Maybe your gaze kind of follows your fingertips towards the sky. And exhale, round the top of your spine like a turtle. Bring your elbows towards your belly button and look down at your lap. Back and forth now. Squeezing in on the hands, on the elbows, all the way to the center of the chest. Squeezing as you lift. Exhaling, keep that pressure as you round and tuck in. 3 more like that. Follow your own pace. Heat and shaking is normal. If you find pain, see if you can adjust with wisdom instead of just avoiding it out of fear. Next time you come back through the center, inhale and open your arms really wide into a big T shape. You could push through the palms of your hands, pull your fingertips back to feel like a nervy sensation through the forearms and maybe even into the hands. And then release your arms down. Good. So you can either keep your arms just dangling out of your shoulders. That pulls, even just this, the gravity of it might be a lot. If you're feeling nerve pain through the neck or arms or shoulders, I recommend resting the hands on the body instead. And looking straight ahead, inhale, huge shoulder roll. So bring the shoulders forward, like all the way, and then all the way up, like you want to touch your earlobes. Exhale, squeeze your shoulders behind you and roll them all the way down the spine. Follow your breath 2 more times in this direction. Try not to get to the top of your shoulder roll till your lungs are full. Don't get to the bottom till your lungs are empty. Matching up movement and breath as best we can. Not worrying if it's not perfect. And after you do 3 that way, pause. And now go the opposite direction too. So inhale back and up. Exhale forward and down. It might feel a little counterintuitive. Just challenge yourself this way, again, with the hands resting or with the arms dangling for extra sensation with the help of gravity. After you've done 3 in this direction, pause in symmetry in the center. Rest your hands looking straight ahead. Check in with your body. Notice anything left over so far. Keep pressing into your feet in your seat. Keep pulling in and up for support in the low part of the spine, upper spine. Focus on consciously relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears, releasing the tension in the scalenes and the sides of the neck, releasing the forehead and the jaw as well. Good. Let's do really gentle twist now. So inhale, bring your arms out to the side. Exhale, simply twist to one side and let your hands come down for support, not to pull you further. Just the hands resting here might be enough. Even though you're twisting, see if you can breathe fully in and out. Notice where the breath has to move when you constrict the center part of the breathing body. If your neck has nothing to say about this, you might look over the back shoulder. Last breath wherever you landed. And then when you inhale, come back through the center and exhale to the other side. Look for length even though you're twisting, breathing fully. Maybe you try looking over your shoulder in this direction too. When you're ready to come out, inhale all the way back through the center and exhale, let your hands come down. Take a breath, fill yourself up like a glass of water, bottom to top, fill up, and exhale, empty top to bottom. Notice what's left over again. Good. Let your hands come down to your sides. Identify where your right hand is. And then when you're ready to inhale, bring your arm either out to the side or overhead. It's fine to keep it out to the side or even put it behind your back. If the arm lifts up over shoulder height, also focus on lifting the shoulder girdle up towards the earlobes. Good. Pull the hands in opposite directions wherever you landed. Soften your face more. Push into your feet more. Belly in and up more. And then next time you exhale, lean over a little or a lot towards the left side of the room. Fingertips might touch down if you're at home on the floor or on a phone book or something. But if it's too much to keep reaching in both directions, you might take your hand to the opposite knee. And then you get a kind of interesting pull on the low back. It can be fun or different. Look neutral or look down. I wouldn't recommend looking up unless your neck is totally silent about that decision. Come up with support. Push into the feet, belly in and up, then inhale all the way back and exhale. Let your arm come down. Take a breath in neutral, whooshing, pulsing, tingling, temperature changes. That's all normal. And then we'll do the other side. So inhale the left arm either out to the side or up. Make your decision. Remember, this can be loosey-goosey, everything really bent too. Or you could work hard and like make your arm a bayonet, glue your fingertips together, squeeze your bicep toward your ear. Push down and reach up. When you're ready, lean over a little or a lot. Pull your hands in opposite directions. Imagine that you can only breathe into the side of your rib cage. It might feel uncomfortable, but see if you can breathe so big that you're stretching the intercostals, all the weaved together like basket of the rib muscles holding you together there. Take care of the neck for the last breath, especially. And then with support, push into the feet, belly in and up, then inhale back to the center and exhale. Let your hand come down. Notice what's left over. Take a big breath in neutral. Good. One more for the shoulders, and then we'll do one more for the neck, and we'll kind of take it easy after that. So inhale, bring your right arm up. And then bend your elbow and see if you can place your hand either behind the head. That's fine with the elbow kind of out, but don't push on the head. Don't push yourself forward. In some bodies, the hand might start coming down like you're going to pat yourself on the back. Okay. In that case, you want to reach the elbow up towards the ceiling. Okay. So either stay here or reach your opposite arm over the head and hang on to your elbow to pull very gently. Difference between heaven and hell here in the tricep might be half an inch. So just be really careful. Don't force it. See if you can take your chin down and back. So your head is still in line with your spine. Belly is in and up. Imagine reaching the shoulder blades up towards the earlobes. Yeah. And next time you exhale, release your hands down. Take a breath in neutral. Notice what's left over before we do the other side. Other side. Inhale, bring your left arm up and either touch the back of your head without pushing or reach your hand to pat yourself on the back. Elbow in either case is going to reach up towards the ceiling more and more, and try to do that. You might have the inclination to like lean over at the same time. See if you can just create the motion in the shoulder. You might even like pretend you're a chicken and like flap your wings. It can feel crackly in my body, and like there's like stuff in the way, and that's just okay. Notice what's there and what's not there. Notice the noises. As long as it's not super painful, you're not going to injure yourself. You're okay. Maybe you reach over for the last few seconds and apply a little pressure and see what happens. Still soft through the face, especially the eyebrows and the jaw. Still breathing deep. Head in line with your spine, pushing into your floor. Yeah. Good. Relax your hands down. Take a breath in neutral. Notice what's left over. Good. Okay. Last little stretch for the neck. Be super, super gentle and careful here. So just like we did earlier, inhale to lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, let your head tilt over to one side. And then option to intensify by taking the same side arm and really, really gently just placing the palm towards the ear and the temple. Just touching might be enough. You don't have to push. You might press your head into your hand instead of the hand into the head. Smooth out your face, breathe deeper, even if you find something interesting. And then, like 1% at a time, release any pressure you were applying by pushing the head in. And then when you're ready, very gently release the hand and then inhale the head back to the center, nice and slow. Take a breath in between. Notice what's left over, if anything. And then other side. Inhale to get as long as you can. Exhale, just the weight of the head tilting over. It might look or feel really different. That's okay. You know where we're going now on this side. So if you wish, same side hand goes up and over, just touching the ear or the temple. And then instead of pushing the hand into the head, see if you can push the head into the hand. Smooth out your forehead. Breathe smoother. Good options. Rubbing your own body is a really good alternative here. At home, you can do this with a strap or on the floor, even with the supportive pillows. There's a lot of different ways to get into this part of the body. Just be careful. Okay, start letting go of any pressure you were applying, 1% at a time until the pressure is 0. And then let the arm come down and then inhale the head back to center. Good. You might do kind of like the chicken head bob. So jut your chin forward and then make a double chin. Squeeze your chin down and back as much as you can. Do that a couple more times. Staying super tall, shoulders still squeezed behind you, belly still in and up. Just pressing the chin forward and back, noticing where you feel it the most. Good. Come to stillness in the center. Very last thing we'll do is to interlace the fingers behind the neck and to scoot the hands up until you feel like you're kind of cradling your head. And when you do, very gently pull up just with the support and the strength of the hands. Shoulders are heavy, lifting up gently. Smooth out your forehead. May create a little bit of decompression in the upper part of the spine. Just like we did before, 1% at a time, release the pressure of your lifting. Nice and slow. And then release your hands and scoot all the way back in your chair. If you need to do anything now that you're in neutral, if you want to roll your shoulders again, yeah, a lot of you are just instinctually doing different movements. Those are great choices. And then over the next 10 or 15 seconds, do find stillness. Take your time getting there and finding neutral again. So feet in line with the knees, knees in line with the hips, shoulders stacked on top of your hips, letting the spine be nice and curvy exactly as it is. Head, the weight of the head like a bowling ball, precariously stacked on top of a spine. Good. Let your eyelids get heavier as you gaze forward. Lock your attention on something that's not moving unless you want to close your eyes. Soften your forehead, soften your jaw and your mouth. Whatever's touching down, allow it to get heavier. And then from the waist up, imagine that you're lighter without actually moving or changing anything. And once again, bring your attention to the parts of your body that are moving as you're breathing. Don't change your breath. Just become aware now of how and where you're breathing the most. Maybe acknowledging one more time that you've been breathing this whole time. Notice if your breath is kind of smooth or kind of choppy. Notice if it feels easy or labored or if there's a sticking point. Notice any sound that your breath creates. Notice any textures or even a color that might come to mind. I might suggest if you're working on healing the upper part of the body, especially the throat and the shoulders and the neck, that you might envision the color blue. Good. And I'll invite you to bring your hands together, either in a prayer position with your thumbs touching the center of your chest. You could instead stack your hands here. Anything that feels natural or necessary to you is fine. And energetically or physically, bow down to your heart and your hands. My teacher, Libby, says this is in honor of the wisdom below the brain in the body. Take a moment to cultivate the idea or just imagine what it would feel like to be grateful for yourself exactly as you are. And please accept my gratitude for all of my students. Without you, I wouldn't have the motivation or the means to talk about yoga and spread the ideas of yoga and teach. So thank you so much. And just remember, you have a body, but you're not just your body. You have a mind, but you're not just your thoughts. And you have emotions, but you're not just your feelings. As you're ready, your hands can come down. Let your eyes flutter open and up. Class is over. Thank you for coming. I'll stop the recording. And then if you have any questions or concerns, you can always talk to me now or later.